Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whenever it is you watch this and wherever it is in the world that you are, you've stumbled across another episode of Lunch, Stream, and Chill. I guess I should throw the title up here. We are batting 500. Today's fun is Lunacy 500 Riffs, which is the current endgame content in Everspace 2, continuing our Everspace 2 series. I hope you're doing well today. Working hard and finding an opportunity to get some rest during the day. If we're part of that rest, I'm thrilled to have you. We're going to start off the way that we usually do, with a few dad jokes from this dad joke calendar that someone gave me. What a wonderful gift. I usually try not to preview these, but this one was on the top, and I have seen it. My favorite teacher in school was named Mrs. Turtle. She had a funny name, but she taught us well. Taught us well. So my initial reaction was, this isn't very good, but she didn't teach you how to speak properly. Tortoise well. It's funnier. I don't know. 5 out of 10. Why does the International Space Station run on Linux? Because you don't want to open Windows in space. That's not on the dad joke calendar. I just wanted to share it with you all. I consider that one a strong 8 out of 10. What's the difference between Iron Man and Aluminum Man? Iron Man stops the criminals, but Aluminum Man foils their plans. Yeah, I like that one. That's good. Well, we're getting started off. I did not plan enough water for today, apparently. What I'm planning to do here is run off to Drake. That is where we get our set pieces. What we are building in our ship here, we are trying to get 3 pieces of the Vigilante set. So we can see here that we have Judge, there's also Jury, and Executioner. So with Judge, Jury, and Executioner, we will get this 3-set bonus where we're putting destabilization on our targets constantly. They accrue it over time. It's a really nice damage boost, especially for larger targets. The other thing we're hoping to get, this is a good legendary, but we're hoping to get one called Bob. While this one gives me a chance of reviving an enemy that I kill, Bob persistently creates a clone. And when that clone dies, it revives after 20 seconds. So it's a better version of this. So we're trying to get a Bob. We're trying to get 2 more pieces of this Vigilante set. And then, of course, we're still going to be running Goss as our primary damage dealing operation here. In terms of the rest of the build, it would be great for us to have 2 pieces of this set, the Siren set. And it would be great for us to have 2 pieces of the Bloodstar set, but we get those in different areas. So really our focus today is Jury and Executioner, if we can find them. Anyway. This optimized nanoplating that we got here, this would be really nice for us to throw on. But I don't want to lose the Tides bonus yet. So that's why I'm hanging on to that. This is another part of the reason I kept this Tides one is that we could switch this in. Actually, maybe we should do that. And it gives us precision over structure, which I think is a really great thing. because we'll gain a lot of armor from that. The repair on kill will go down. We'll have to kind of work on that a little bit. But this is already optimized. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So, okay. So, repair protocol. Craft and install. Boom, boom. Bet you didn't think you'd be lost in menus right away. When we look at this, you can see right now that we are running a no shields build. That's part of our shield generator actually has no capacity, but it reduces our damage taken. So that's nice. And then we're depending a lot on the repair on kill to keep us alive and the other abilities that we have. So by giving ourselves another 5,000 base, if you look at the armor number that is underneath my camera, let's go ahead and throw on our no cam view here. If you look at the armor number under my camera, we're at 34. So we will go ahead and throw this nanoplating on, and we jump to 64. That is an enormous durability increase, and that's why I was leaning towards doing this. However, we're down to one piece of tides when we do that, which reduces our damage output. So I was definitely thinking about swapping this out as well for that end, and we gain precision and loose structure. I think this is probably a good swap. We lose the Gauss cannons, deal increased damage. I think the durability we gain from this will be better, but in the end we're probably going to replace this with the Bloodstar set anyway. But yeah, 64,500 armor gives us a lot of durability, and then a big part of this build too is damage reduction in the expertise section, so this is great. So okay, we are ready to head out. I guess I'll throw these extra pieces in storage because we won't be using them. Storage needs some attention. I might do that after the stream. It's been a few days, as you all might have seen. Been a few days that I wasn't able to stream. Hopefully today... Whoops. Hopefully today goes pretty smoothly. I'm just going to grab a few more of these in case I need them. It's possible I'll have to offload loot before I do need them, but we'll find out. Store. We have nano repair kits. We have nano injectors, which is good. Device chargers will give us more durability if we need them. Store. I think we are in good shape. All right. Our storage is almost full, so that's definitely something for us to pay attention to. But we're starting off with empty cargo, obviously. That's a good thing. Let's roll out. I'm going to have fun chaptering this first 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes of almost nothing there. One more thing before we get too far. I want to hop into the chat so I can see what you all say if you say anything. Sometimes I respond. Sometimes I do not respond with my voice. I actually respond to you in text or by responding in Discord, because y'all hit me up on Discord more often than in the comments. All right, moving over here. Thank you for bearing with me. If you aren't familiar with the concept of Lunch, Stream, and Chill, we're here to find some relaxation during the day, play some games, some music in the background. And if this is the way you find it, great. Right.
So far as a recently evolved primate mind.
I guess one more thing, because I am now second-guessing myself. The Vigilante set is in Drake. Yep. Okay.
I suppose.
Create Ancient Rift. 650 was too hard. That's where we were last time. A good reason for us to do 500, batting 500, is the guaranteed legendary drop. That just gets us in the right direction. Here we go. We're being sucked in. Two away, 1.8 away. You know what? That's good enough to get started. Front shield generator up. Need to get that armor back pretty quickly. Let's get after that demolisher. Missile system is up. 2-9. Get myself in trouble already. I can tell it's been a few days. I'm not in a good flow yet. We'll take a couple. Yeah, we'll take a couple. Ouch. Alrighty. Let's try again. If at first you don't succeed, whine like a baby. I mean, try again. Try again. Okay. Accidentally teleported forward. That was kind of scary. Alright, let's melt. Yes, melt. So one thing, the last episode of our Everspace series, which was now almost 2 weeks ago, it was 12 days ago, something like that. Let me see, it was Thursday, today's Wednesday, so yeah, 13 days ago. I tried a 650 at the very end of the episode, and I could not kill things fast enough. So I never got my armor back. So I had a problem with kill speed, and I had a problem with healing. Just mashing my devices over and over. That's why doing the 500 seems to make sense, at least until we improve our kill speed a little bit. Feels good. There we go. Accidental teleport. Still need to get used to that button. That's a new one added to my list. Don't run from me, Scout. Finish this guy off. We're doing well on our kill rate. We're, staying ahead of Lunacy pretty well. That's good. Alright. Good. Got some Tears of the Mad. Finished off that stage. Time for stage 2. If you're not familiar with rifts, at the end game, you get to kind of pick what your modifiers are going to be. Enemies drop mines when destroyed. Okay. Every time an enemy is destroyed, all other enemies present are repaired. Yikes. That's fine if you do a really good job of focus fire, but I think I'm going to choose the slowly repair hull. Not great if you keep having to run away, you know, especially if you're a light and you're jumping in and attacking and then jumping back out again. But I tend to stay in the fray, so this will be good. Alright. Hello, Weber Drone. May I introduce you to my friend? Doscan. Okay. Shield is 9. Good. Guess I should take out the shield charge drone first. That would be good. I'm a bit of a silly person. Just kind of figure if I'm doing good damage, I can just keep doing good damage, but sometimes that doesn't work out very well. Block some missiles. I don't like getting webbed with missiles. It's not good. These teleport drones are really frustrating at this range because they teleport just out of range of your cannon. So you do a little bit of damage and then they just pop out. And they're 300 meters past your reach. If I had a longer range weapon, it would be less of a deal, but it's kind of funny, just a little bit. Okay. Looks like we got our energy back here. Front shield is up. Yeah, one thing I have to remind myself of, because part of why I didn't want to switch out that armor earlier, is because I didn't want to lose out on the percent heal. But the thing is, once I've doubled my armor, losing 4% healing, the amount I heal per kill still is higher. So, gotta get over it just a little bit. Alright. Throw up a little bit of armor healing. Get myself to where the front shield's available again. There we go. Kill this Viper, and then we're going to head in. Oh, that carrier's a ways away. I want that carrier for percentage. It'd be an easy kill. What a distance I have to run to get there, catch up with him. Spicier here. Front shield is up. I ran out of energy? I ran out of energy. Flat cannon, so you can pop some of these drones here. And then back to our boss. Boss. You are one of us. Resolve got a little low that time. Didn't like how low it got, but we're good. We're good. Random item is overheated. Annoying. Enemy names are hidden. Okay. And all enemies gain 5% shield or shield speed, etc. Well, this one is obvious. There is no power gain from having your name hidden. I am happy to shoot things based on shape. That's fine with me. Let's move back to the front cam. How is the lighting? Tried to make it so my face pops pretty well, but the rest of the background is not too pronounced. I'm not a lighting guy, so I'm kind of learning as we go. There we go. You're close enough. Slow. Oh boy. You're down. Get a little bit of armor healing going with our device here. That got us back up. How far are you? You're too far. One of the things I'm not doing very well is keeping my enemies in front of me. Sometimes it's really easy to keep enemies in front of you because they're coming towards you. So you can just kind of gradually back up. But I'm finding that I end up not being in range. I don't like that. I don't like having to be out of range and then wait for them to come closer. Because your resolve is, falling while you wait for them to come to you. So I have to end up chasing a little bit, but when I chase, I get out of position. Okay. There, you're done. You're out of range. Get our front shield up and then do some healing here. Pop. You're close enough. I'm chasing. Damage right there. Ouch. We're okay. Front shield going up. Judge isn't terrible. Could use that in a pinch instead of switching over to black. Resolve is getting low. I really need to push in on some of these. Resolve getting low. Okay. Enemy density is kind of interesting here too. I feel like sometimes there's plenty of enemies, and sometimes I'm having a hard time keeping my kill rate up. There's just not enough targets. Not a complaint, just something I have to pay attention to. You don't want to be completely crushed by enemy density either, especially if you're slightly reaching in difficulty. but without enough density, you can't kill fast enough. So your resolve drop goes way low. Come on. There we go. Alright. Going into the final stage. Full armor. I wasn't using destabilizer missiles that whole time, so that could be part of my issue. Let's see how close we are to the boss when we port in here. Ooh. Let's bring you down before your friends arrive. Not bring him down before his friends arrived, but we made it. We made it. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, we have a successful 500. Let's see what we got. Are you prepared to be in menus from 3 to 5 minutes? Okay. I'm still getting ship modules. I love that. I love that we're still picking those up. It's a nice effect that we have so many different options for how the ship looks. That one. All right. What did we get? Castiel's protection. This is another amazing shield, but not for me. Calibrated autocannon, boo. Pulse laser, boo. You know, both prototype, that's nice, but not for us. Alrighty, that was easy. That was an easy inventory sort, unfortunately. Let's jump in again. So, after last stream, I went on a brief vacation with my brother-in-law. It was great. And one of the things that I did there, one of the things that I got to enjoy is that I was, you know, partly because we traveled west, so time zone changed. I was waking up early. And with waking up early, I had some opportunities to sit down and, you know, nobody's really awake yet. Sat down with a journal and I was thinking. I was kind of working on this idea that I have that meditation and prayer are largely similar. I'm trying to figure out how to communicate this idea that I have and whether or not it's even right. You know, sometimes you get an idea in your mind and you want to think it through. And I think it's a really interesting conversation to have. I mentioned it to a friend and I asked him, you know, I know you're not, you know, religious per se. You probably don't pray. No, okay, great. Do you meditate at all? No, never tried it. I think, man, you know, that's a little unfortunate because there's a lot of different forms of meditation, right? But just doing some mindfulness meditation where you are setting yourself, for some definition of the self, aside for a little while is an incredibly powerful way to help yourself to live in abundance in a healthy way. You know, human minds are designed for scarcity, right? Human minds are not ready to deal with the silly amount of prosperity and abundance that we have in the Western world. And so we identify threats. And that's what our brain focuses on. And often we will miss some of the most important things in our life that are going really great. And I'm not immune to this. You know, my issues are the biggest issues in the world because they're mine. Very natural for the human brain. Now, that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to address those problems. We absolutely should. But getting into an attitude of gratitude, recognizing that yourself, who you think you are, your ego, just isn't that important and isn't even that accurate. And then objectively considering, okay, how do I have it real? Am I constantly fighting to have enough food for the next day? While in the West, I mean, if you have time to watch a video game stream, you're probably not desperate for food or desperate for shelter. And if you are desperate for food or shelter and you're watching this, I would encourage you to go hustle. Figure out how you can solve that problem, you know, whatever way it makes sense for you. So for the majority of human history, you know, what we've dealt with is, I don't have enough food. I'm being attacked by humans or other people. Or by humans or other people. I'm being attacked by animals or other people. I am worried about the weather. I am worried about my next meal. There's a disease that's killing people and we have no way to deal with it. A lot of these problems are kind of solved, and our human brains are trying to figure out how to live in abundance. And I really think that both prayer and meditation can help you live in abundance in a much more healthy way. Or, you know, just finding a way to shut down your ego and spend more time in your superego so that you can get out of your programming. You know, the way that your brain worked to keep you alive when everything was much more desperate. And to be able to think through your problems and live in the way that you want to live. Anyway, it's an interesting piece. I'll play with it a little bit and see if it's relatable. If it seems like it resonates with some people in my personal life, I will go ahead and put it up on Substack. I'm kind of excited for it, I gotta say. But a big part of that that article right now, it's kind of funny, I probably spend a little bit too much time talking about prayer because I have another axe to grind, and that is the way that we teach children to pray sets them up for cynicism and selfishness instead of setting them up for selflessness and clarity about, you know, the world we live in. So, anyway. Is it interesting? Is it not interesting? Shut up and play games, Rofure, you know, whatever the case is. Go ahead and toss your thoughts at me if you want. Sometimes part of Lunch Stream and Chill is a stream of consciousness, just thinking through ideas. Alright. Resolve is good. Kind of surprised by how good Resolve is, because I feel like we were really spread out for a little while there. Not having health bars is surprisingly annoying. I should have taken the names are hidden.
Let's go, Gauss Cannon.
4, 4. You're close enough. That was great. This is going very smooth. It's kind of interesting. The first one just got crushed. Part of that was me. It was a skill issue. Get good, noob. Alright, what do we got here? Slowly repair hull. Enemy names are hidden. Alright. I've already said that's probably the easiest one to deal with, so here we go. Once more into the breach, my friends. Two, 1, 2. Okay. Just thought I would let myself cruise into range. Oh, taking some hits though. Throwing up missile defense, even though I have no missiles on my radar at the moment. Hopefully that wasn't a bad call. You're in range, just barely. Keep hoping one of these days I'm gonna kind of run into Bloodstar Overseer that's high enough level that I have to shoot him a zillion times and have to knock off all of the armor plates by accident. Because I've looked at what that mission entails, and it's kind of rough. Okay, let's spin up the Gauss Cannon again. And melt all your faces. Resolve is looking okay. You're 1-7 away. Why am I shooting at you? Okay, good, good. Arrows. Two, 1-7, 2-5. Okay, shield up. Close enough. This one now. Try to keep the other one in front of me. Ooh. That was more painful than I planned on. Good. You're too far away. You're too far away. You're in range. Good. You're in range. Shield up now. You are out of range. We're going to chase. Come on, finish him. Finish him, finish him. Out of range again. I don't like that chase. It's a risky chase. Shit back. Go! Go, Judge. Seems like the Judge takes an awful long time to bring ships down. should really look up what goes into resolve, because I don't know if it's just time versus kill rate, or if there's something more involved there, like the damage you take involved there as well. That'd be interesting to know. I'm assuming it's kill rate and time, but I don't know that for sure. Off we go. Lost. Alright, making sure we have the right missile selected, we have Gauss cannon selected. Let's chase down this boss. Shield up. Can't see your health. Don't know how this is going to go. Got at least 2 destabilizer missiles out there. 3. Good. Melt. Run, Judge. Got him. I see a prototype. I don't think I have any Starforged in here. It looks like we got a weapon for our legendary. So not what we're looking for, but it'll be nice to add to the collection. Let's get far enough away so we can pull all. Alright, the Pigeon Stare. Sustained equalizer. Rapid coil gun, marksman railgun. That doesn't seem to do anything for us. %20 chance with each hit to deal corrosion damage. I think you can be an easy conduit. You can be an easy conduit. It's a prototype. Still not something we plan to use ever. Calibrated autocannon prototype. Yeah. That'll keep things a little more trim in our inventory as we turn. And go again.
I'm in pursuit.
Heck, we'll just port over. I've been used to using teleport. I've been thinking about it as a defensive thing, but I can just use it as a repositioning tool. I'm too far away. I want to go off to the side. I want to make sure everything's in front of me. So it feels like there's a variety of different ways I can use it. Ready again. Here we go. One other thing I've been thinking about, and it seems silly, right? Like I said, I haven't told you what it is. So how could you know if it seems silly? Is how to play games with my sons based on their ages and their personalities. Not video games per se, just kind of games in general. How do I conduct myself in any sort of competitive endeavor? So a couple of our family members think that you should let children win, so they get that, really good juices flowing of, I can play this game and I can be competitive and I can actually win. And that's all well and good. I don't have a problem with that. Except my oldest, especially when he was younger, much less so now, but my oldest was a sore winner. He would gloat and he would tease if you let him win. And he would assume that he won because he's smart and you're stupid. And so that whole, let him win thing lost its shine for me. Not because I have ego attached to my son saying, ha ha ha, I beat you at a game, but because I want him to learn how to lose gracefully and win gracefully. Do I get a third option, or just the two? Because I don't like either of these. Oof. I only see two options. Alright. Well, I am definitely going to take Speed, Shields, Armor, and Hull, which is terrible over Random Item Overheated. Random Item Overheated just means that parts of your ship don't work at random, and it can really wreak havoc. It can be no big deal, and it can really be bad. So... Hello, teleporting interceptor. You got off to 1-3. I need you closer. Chasing. At great personal risk. Okay, there's that. You're done, you're done. Guy. Fill my shield up again. Oh, did I run out of energy? Ooh. I am taking too much damage. No shield for 19 seconds. Yikes. Oh boy. Ugh. I didn't mean for batting 500 to be a prediction. So I needed to back off there a lot sooner. I had tools I could have used there. I could have used my device recharger, I could have used my nanobots, but the speed at which I was melting and the amount of time I had until my front shield was up would have been kind of tough. Still, I'm going to call it a skill issue. So, pay better attention to the rate at which your shields are going down. Make sure you're using your devices. Come on, Rofure. Lots of missiles for the missile defense system. There we go, there we go. And you're done, you're done. So now we can bring the bomber down. I'm also not terribly upset about letting that one go because the third stage there would have been real rough with the speed damage healing increasing over time. It's also probably why I was taking so much damage, honestly. killed 5 or 6 guys and buffed everybody around. Front shield up. Missiles coming. Throw up the anti-missile system. Yeah, see, this feels a little bit more normal where I'm mostly backing up, I say, as I get 1/6 away from everything. I was mostly backing up at the start of this rift, which allows me to keep everything in front of me. My front shield generator does a good job of mitigating the inbound damage. And I can just kind of point to the target, take care of it. Get out here. Yes, sir. Take some definite armor damage here. Ouch. Come on, Judge. There you go. And we're back. Back to the rescue. I think that's a big part of my issue is learning how to deal with our crimes. Dodge them better or something? Do better on the shield drones? We'll have to figure it out. More repetitions. Goes through my front shield, right? So that's what's going on. All right. Let's open up this section. My booster is damaged. Oh, I can't put it on. Oh, I don't get any more hull regeneration. Not good. At least I'm starting off full right now. Deal area damage on death, so stay away from them. 50% increased movement speed, super annoying. Yeah, okay. Area damage on death is the one. This rift is tough too. I really didn't... Batting 500 was supposed to refer to 500 lunacy. It was not supposed to refer to a 50% success rate. That's not cool. But it's fine, you know. I'm having fun. It's a great little oasis in my day. Done. Come on, go down. There we go. Teleport you down. There you go. Teleport you down. done a good job of keeping him in front of me, but kill rate, not so much. I'm gonna go over here for a bit. Cool, cool, that's good. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. As the missile system's up, I see some in the air.
You smell that? It's a missile.
Oh, repair, repair. Come on. That shit out there. Drone. You're on the back. Finally. Drone, give me on the back. Photo scout, you're not going to last that long, I hope. Please. There we go. Good. Good. Yes, the Zokar Prime. That's what's messing me up. I need to get better at dodging these orbs. Thank you. Cool. Stage 3. Keep holding on. Alright. Resistant DMP. That's fine. Slowly repair hull. And names are hidden. Names are hidden does not affect me at all. The shape of the ship and what they're shooting will tell me everything I need to know. What that one shield? I will just pop you. Okay, back to it. Get that gauze cannon spun up. Come on. Yes. I'm struggling so much with it. Doesn't seem right. Things are getting hot. I'm going to reposition a little bit. Reposition a little more. Okay. I'm going to use the dice. I don't like doing that, but I need to stay alive. Please die. Oh boy. Do I have anything? I don't have anything. Wow. Alright, one more. It's a little demoralizing, but one more. We can do it. Batting 500 was indeed prophecy. Calling it now. I love to push, but I also like to succeed, so this is a little bit less success than I was hoping for today. I'd love to have a win before I go back to work. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I didn't think to say this earlier, because I use them often, but music is by LoFi Girl. Go check it out. They have a lot of stuff available. If you are a streamer, they let you use their stuff, just as long as you credit them, which is amazing. I have put in hundreds of hours of listening to LoFi Girl. I love throwing it in the background when I'm studying something or when I'm reading. You know, it's a little strange to have music while you're reading. It depends on what I'm reading, right? But it's very nice. Just have that background music to whatever you're doing if you're a person who likes it. A lot of people will, throw some rock or hip-hop in the background or something like that. You know, if you're working out or doing something active, sure. But for a lot of activities, I really like having background music that doesn't have words, or at least mostly doesn't have words, because it lets my mind focus. There's a portion of your brain that has to do with language, and when you hear words in your music, there are things that your brain recognizes as words. It activates this area of your brain, and it can distract you from other things you're trying to accomplish. So part of the reason that I use music with no words, like most of LoFi Girl's music, for certain tasks, is that exactly. So anyway, not sponsored at all in any way, and if you think that, you should probably look at the follow account. Just my wholehearted endorsement as a person that this type of relaxing music kind of just lets you focus on what you're doing, but gives you a soundtrack to it. There's no way. Alright, we have slowly repair hull, resistant to EMP. Do I have a third option? I do not. Do I ever have a third option? I thought I thought that I sometimes have a third option in this first stage, but I haven't seen one in a couple of rifts. Resistant to EMP is fine with me. I do not care about that one little bit. Little lozenge for the throat here. run away, huh? Hate that. Hate it when you run away. Come here. Pop. Thank you. So I've been using this build, emulating this build, I found on Reddit, and it's great. There are things I'm learning about the game just because of the components of the build that I hadn't really thought about before. Kind of neat. Also, too, when I played through this series, I had a little bit of experience playing this game. I played up to, I think I was still in Union. Anyway, so, but I hadn't really played much past that. No. I had traveled to the next station after Union for one of the story missions. I'm not going to spoil anything past that. But, so when I started up my Let's Play series, I kind of had an idea what I was doing in Cedo and Union, and then no idea what to expect beyond that. And I kept that up until I hit level 30. Played the game at normal until I hit 30. And when I hit 30, Nightmare unlocked, and I immediately went from normal to Nightmare. And then laughed at myself, because I had made some comments about how I didn't feel like the game was hard enough. Obviously there's normal, hard, very hard, and then Nightmare. So I upped everything to Nightmare, and then all of a sudden, oh, this is a little different. Got myself popped a couple of times just in open world. Once I set our name to Lunacy, or Lunacy, Nightmare. I'm chasing you, drone. So it's been really fun to go in mostly blind to the majority of the game, especially in the story. But now that I have moved to this point, gotten to endgame, I started using build guides on Reddit, and I'm learning a little bit more around how the game works, and it's fun. Anyway, for instance, I picked up a few legendaries, but I had no idea what the legendaries were, or how many of them there were, or, how they could affect a build. Just had no reference for it. And so, kind of coming into it, picking up my first 3 or 4, absolutely blowing myself up with one of them. The booster legendary is hilarious. Area damage on death. Drop mines when destroyed. I'm thinking area damage on death because that also deals damage to them. But I haven't ever used any guides for location challenges or anything like that while I'm streaming. Maybe with one exception. I think there was one thing that was just taking half an hour, so I looked it up. I wanted to do it on stream, but I felt like it was a little disrespectful to people for me to struggle for so long. Then again, I get more views after that, and I should push out more stuff. So, yeah. Hang in there. Good. pick off a couple of guys here with flat cannon. Wait for our shield, front shield to refresh a little bit. I guess it's still up, so this is a bad call, but there we go. Oversteer, you're far away. What about you? You're 2 away. Why don't I soften some of you up? I don't want to get too far behind on resolve, though. Flat cannon's great for taking out drones and just kind of dealing area damage, especially if you have enemies that are using front shields. The damage goes around the shield, so it's great. But obviously much lower DPS than you get from something direct. It just kind of melts your enemy like the Gauss cannon. Resolve ticks down. I am too far away. Come on, guys. Don't you want to play? Got some big guns that I'm not afraid to show them. Come on, go, go, go. There it is. There you go. So this spread here, where there's just no density, that's part of what I'm talking about. Sometimes you don't have enough density, so you're kind of chasing to get that resolve bar moving. And sometimes there's too much and you get surrounded. And the variability really does make it kind of a skill issue, because you have to recognize the situation you're in. But it also means you can succeed or fail a little more arbitrarily until you figure out how to modulate that flow. I'm still figuring it out. Oh no. We're doing well. Just gotta hang in there for a few more percent. Away. What about you? Your mines. You're a drone. I should have just pot shot you. Alright. We're good. We're full armor. Moving into the next section. We will have a third completion. Alright. If you're just joining in, welcome. Concept of live stream and chill, or lunch stream and chill, is some relaxing music, some games, and maybe some 2-cent philosophy. I've done enough philosophy for today, aside from what I do in my sign-off. The game we're playing today is Everspace 2. In February, I started this series in January. In the middle of February, we finished the story and started kind of doing the end game content that's post-story. And this is one of the main end game content pieces called Rips. And if you know all that, sorry to bore you. Looks like we picked up another weapon for our legendary. A couple of promising superior items, but hard to know until we pick them up. Let's go! Hook me up with something good. Alright, we have Bird's Nest. I've never seen this before. Instead of exploding, the mines burst into a cluster of nodes, creating a large mesh of laser beams. That seems super cool for a bomber. I like that. Alright. Railgun. No. Optimized booster. No. Primed Genius Barrier. Autonomous set. We'll hang on to that just in case. Optimized Treasury Unit. Opulence. And it's Starforged. Starforged Opulence. Nice, nice. Maybe they're all Starforged Opulence. I don't know. Optimized Recharge Booster. Disappointed. Anything else we got here? Nope. That is it. Well, no jury or executioner today. A few decent runs. Definitely going to make some money off of these things. Let's head into a station. Actually, I'm thinking I'm going to go back to Homebase, pick up some things there to sell as well. And then we'll kind of wrap up for the day. Mostly menus for the rest of this, but we'll get ourselves set up for a faster start tomorrow, because today was a little slow to get going.
Finally say, I told you so.
What we want, folks, is to grab anything that should be sold. Item type here. I saved a lot of superior items that I could sort through later, but later may have come. Maybe we will say later is now. The Camden enzymes sell well here in Cetos, so we'll grab those as well. Alright, tuned energy core. This is prototype. I don't think I'm going to ever use this. Output at stop is not something I want. And it's prototype, so I'm not going to bother re-rolling or anything. Bite. Optimized. I like optimized. Corrosion duration. I don't think so. Tuned energy core. Output at stop. Okay, Bloodstar Core. So this one is one that I could keep, and I could re-roll this one if I needed it for a set. Right now, my tuned energy core is not optimized, and it's not set. So we'll hang on to this. Accelerated Shield. I don't think so. Superior. Not prototype, not optimized. Benka Overcharged Speedboard. That's prototype, but I think we're probably not going to use that. Prime Genius Barrier. Genesis Barrier, excuse me. That's set. I think we'll grab it. Hang on to that. Alright, Old Scale Guard. Bye-bye. Commanders. I kept this because it's Commanders, I think. Optimized Sensor. Starforged. Optimized. potentially good. Great stats. Love to have precision instead of structure there, but it's fine. Yeah. 5% increased ult duration. This entire session, I forgot to use my ult. That's what 12 days away will do to you. Wow. Call me a noob, I deserve it. That's pretty wild. Alright. Optimized Deluxe Booster. That's kind of cool. Opulence. But it's not Starforged. It's not even Prototype. We'll go ahead and drop it out of here. Alright, another Commander set piece. I like that. Optimized, but not Prototype, not Starforged. Opulence, Starforged will keep. Powerful Jaeger. Sorry, sir. I think not. Powerful Beam Laser. No, sir. Sustained Railgun. Fine. Railgun. So one other thing I should probably find out is whether I am able... I have an Executioner. I feel pretty silly at this point. Yeah, I should have been using that for a while. Alright. Oh, we'll get rid of that extra flat cannon then. Starforged autocannon. I like it. It's not set, but it's good. Here's another Bloodstar piece. I kept this because it's Prototype, but I hate scatterguns. I don't think I'm going to be using a scattergun on this ship anyway. Marksman's Coil Gun. Starforged, 2600 on a coil gun. It's not terrible. I'll hang on to it for now. EMP missiles. Bye-bye. High-capacity EMP missiles. Yes, please. Powerful cruise missiles. I love the idea of cruise missiles, but I haven't gotten up the gusto to use them yet. Oh boy, that's a big dog. Alright, you can break this guy down too. Alright, we have plenty of crafting materials now. I'm kind of excited for that. Let's go and trade. I think Marie. I think Marie. Here we go. Fast forward. Well, thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today, whenever it is that you did so. I hope that you're able to find some work that is meaningful. Or maybe you just need to assign value to the work you're doing. Maybe you need to recognize that the work that you're doing, even though you're doing it for somebody else, you're working for someone else, there's a reason that they want you doing it. And what is that reason? Why is it valuable enough that they're looking for people to do that work? Some of you might chafe at that a little bit, but I don't know. I don't take for granted when someone has been willing to hire me in the past. Especially when I was young and inexperienced and had nothing to offer. Yeah. So look at your work with gratitude Work hard to be good at what you do, but also look for ways to make yourself more valuable, because by being more valuable, we can have a greater impact on the world. And that is good. You can be more valuable and just make more money. And yes, great. Some work should be mercenary. But just want to encourage you. Even though it can feel like a grind, even though you feel like you got years that you're putting in, that maybe you're not getting as much out as you want, my experience has been that sometimes those years of intentional grinding, trying to get better, are what made me better. They changed my baseline. And it was stressful and hard, and one of my jobs I quit because it was non-functional for family life. I wouldn't have been able to spend time with my kids. I wouldn't have been able to support my wife the way I wanted to. And I ended up leaving that position where I loved working hard, loved doing the job. Was a big fan of the company I was working for. Just couldn't make it work for my personal life. But I definitely encourage you, consider what that looks like. And if all you're doing right now is trading time for money, and you say there's no significance in what I do, find something else. I know that's hard, but find something else where you can be proud of yourself. Anyway, just a little bit of encouragement for you. Hey, work hard. Find some time to rest your soul. Find some time to rest your body. But get some exercise too. Your brain works so much better when you exercise your body. And the effect is something you notice over weeks, months, years, not always something you notice right away. And the best thing that I could have done in the darkest days of my life was do some push-ups. And it sounds ridiculous to the person that I was. But having been through it, yeah, do some push-ups. Whatever you can do, right? Sometimes the smart thing is just to take a walk, but get active. Spend a little time in the sun if you can. Get a little physically active. And then care for the people around you. I've said it a lot of times on stream, but I'll say it one more time. If you are lonely, you might be the one who needs to reach out and take care of somebody else. Because often waiting for people to come to us and solve our loneliness perpetuates the loneliness. But being the person that is a friend to somebody else also solves our loneliness. It's just a little bit scary. It takes a little more energy. Thanks for joining us today. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever it is that you're watching this and whenever it is you see it. And I hope that you'll have a great rest of your week. Cheers.